From the Ryman Auditorium in Nashville, Tennessee, the country music capital of the world, it's your Grand Ole Opry starring Ray Price.
Who makes me forget all the other girls I've met? Sweet little Miss Blue Eyes, who's sweeter to me than she really ought to be. Sweet little Miss Blue Eyes, who's gonna start taking care of my heart? She makes me realize, and it's lucky for me, and I really wanna be with sweet little Miss Blue Eyes. Little Miss Blue Eyes looks so good, I wanna move her to the neighborhood. I wanna make every girl in town jealous when she's around. I'm walking the line, and I'm glad that she's mine. I'm living in paradise, and I know I can't go wrong with just tagging along with sweet little Miss Blue Eyes. I'm walking the line, 'cause I'm glad that she's mine. I'm living in paradise, and I know I can't go wrong with just tagging along with sweet little Miss Blue Eyes. Well, thank you, folks, and a great big hello to all of my friends and neighbors of the Grand Ole Opry. Grant Turner, how about telling the folks who come along for tonight's picking and singing?
Well, there's Rod Brassfield and Chet Atkins and Grandpa Jones, the Old Hickory Singers, and the Empire Opry Gang.
Yes, sir, and there's also a good friend of yours I invited over tonight, Grant. That fine singing, guitar-slapping feller, Ferlin Husky. And that's just about enough talk for now, because we want to bring these folks out here and keep things moving right along. So let's say hello to one of the finest quartets in country music, the Old Hickory Singers.
When I was a boy, my mother often said to me, "Get married, boy, and see how happy you will be." I have looked all over, but no girlie can I find who seems to be just like the little girl I have in mind. I will have to look around until the right one I have found. I want a girl just like the girl that married dear old Dad. She was a pearl and the only girl that Daddy ever had. A good old-fashioned girl with heart so true, one who loved nobody else but you. I want a girl just like the girl that married dear old Dad. I want a girl just like the girl that married dear old Dad. She was a pearl and the only girl that Daddy ever had. A good old-fashioned girl with heart so true, one who loved nobody else but you. I want a girl just like the girl that married dear old Dad.
Say, Ray, when I tell the folks that nature, in her own sure way, put the flavor in PA, I mean that Mother Nature really helped create a fine, natural-tasting smoking tobacco.
Yes, sir, and Prince Albert's own special process helps keep that good taste and mildness there. Is that right, Grant?
Yes, sir. This process, perfected over a period of nearly 50 years, holds and heightens the mellow, ripe goodness of PA's choice tobacco, locks it right in, so you enjoy cool, comfortable smoking pipe full after pipe full.
And being crimp cut, well, Prince Albert smokes long burning, too, and it's just like it says on the tin.
Crimp cut also means PA packs neat and firm in the bowl of your pipe. And ladies welcome PA's clean, fresh aroma. Now that's another good reason why you ought to try PA in your next pipe or making cigarette. Ask for mild, tasty Prince Albert, the national joy smoke.
I know practically everybody in the South goes for hush puppies, and a lot of folks up north ought to try them too, especially when those hush puppies give out with good music, and especially since the top man is one of everybody's favorite opera stars, Ferlin Husky. Ferlin, old buddy, how you and all the hush puppies are doing?
Well, we feel better all over more than anywhere else, Ray.
Well, boy, I hear you got a capital record that just won't quit.
By it, I hope it don't, I'll tell you for sure.
Well, how about a real live sample of it, Ferlin? I know the folks will enjoy Dear Mr. Brown.
All right, this is our latest one on capital. Dear Mr. Brown, I'm writing you this letter. I'm not a stranger, I'm not your friend. You stole my love, but don't think that I blame her. She'd still be mine, but you stepped in. You promised her the things I couldn't offer. You lied and told her I was running round. You've got her now. You'd better make her happy, or you'll hear from me, dear Mr. Brown. Better not mistreat her, be good to her, don't let her down. You treat her kind, don't try to make her jealous. I'm warning you, dear Mr. Brown, don't take her out on drinking sprees and parties. You be the man she thinks she's found. Don't cheat on her, or you live to regret it. You'll hear from me, dear Mr. Brown.
Real great country song by Ferlin Husky. Ferlin, don't run away, boy, because it's square dance time at the Grand Ole Opry. Everybody grab a partner and let's have some fun. Oh, get in the cellar and dance, dance. Wait, Polly. No, looking honey, baby, and he was coming along to ride and dance that figure eight. That figure eight, get circle that lady. Oh, take no time and circle that shit. Kill yourself to a home run here. Swing it hard, swing it low. Couple up, boy, don't you know? Yes, take my body, don't just rag and be-rag up. Oh, you won't. Just take a next couple, your forehands over, their forehands across, and the ladies out. And it just know how. All break away and carry on. Sit, fine, I'll take folks, tonight we picked a sacred song we hope you're gonna like. I don't recall another song like it. That is another song that has a message so simple and clear
has called the Lord, and He'll be there.
When your days are dark and dreary, and you cannot find relief, take your burdens to the Lord, and He'll take away your grief. Just a prayer so meek and humble brings you joy beyond compare. Lift your eyes up to the heaven, call the Lord, and He'll be there. He will show His matchless power, things no mortal here can do. He's your strength in the darkest hour. There's no doubt He'll see you through. So when life seems not worth living, and it seems that no one cares, lift your eyes up to the heaven, call the Lord, and He'll be there.
He'll be there.
Well, thank you, folks. Thanks a whole lot. Right now, here comes a friend of yours with something mighty important on his mind.
You know, Ray, a fella who rolls his own cigarette enjoys making it with Prince Albert almost as much as he enjoys the mild, tasty smoke itself.
How come, Grant?
Well, for one thing, PA doesn't blow around or dribble out the ends. Because PA is crimp cut, it's quick and easy to roll. The fine tobacco clings to the paper right where you want it.
Crimp cut sure means a neat, firm cigarette. Long burning, too, don't it, Grant?
You bet it does, Ray. And best of all, the words Prince Albert mean natural tobacco taste. PA is specially processed to hold and heighten the naturally mild, mellow flavor. Yes, sir. Roll your next making smoke with economical Prince Albert, America's largest selling smoking tobacco.
Nature in her own sure way put the flavor in PA. Try Prince Albert, you'll agree it's tobacco as nature meant tobacco to be.
Well, look out here. I mean, Chester Atkins and his guitar are going down the road feeling real fine. So let's listen to Chet and Ma. He's making eyes at me. Mighty fine, Chet. Well, sir, up to now, everybody you've heard up here has been healthy, normal, and pretty much in his right mind. But now this is where we fall apart, because here's our only missing link, that teller of tall tales from Hohenwald, Tennessee, Rod Brassfield.
Howdy there, Ray. Barnett, it's good to see you, boy.
Well, it's good to see you too, Rodney. By the way, Rod, before you... Hey, Before you come down tonight, I meant to ask you, did you be sure and feed all the stock?
Yeah, I went down to the barn and fed, Ray.
Well, did you feed the cows?
Yeah, I fed the cows.
Well, what did you feed them?
Hay.
Did they eat it?
Yeah.
Well, now, how about the mules, Rod? Did you feed the mules?
Yeah.
Well, what did you feed them?
Hay.
Well, did they eat it?
Yeah.
Well, now, you're sure you didn't forget to feed the ducks?
No, I fed them.
Well, what did you feed them?
Hay.
Hay. Well, did they eat it?
Well, they was talking about it when I left.
Say, Rodney, before we go any further, I'd like to ask you, what happened to that cousin of yours, Hazel Brassfield?
Hazel?
Yeah.
Do you know something, Ray? That there is the prettiest Brassfield that ever was a Brassfield, I reckon.
Sure is.
Oh, she's a sugar booger, boy.
You know, I've always wondered, Rod, why that they named that girl Hazel Brassfield. I guess maybe it's because there's so many nuts in the Brassfield family.
Yeah. Hazelnut. That makes me so mad I could eat a goat burger if I had mustard on it.
Rod, by the way, where did you get that black eye you got tonight?
Well, I'll tell you what happened, Ray. I went to a wedding.
A wedding?
Down there in Hornwall.
Yeah.
And everybody was kissing the bride after the wedding.
Sure.
And I kissed her, too.
You did?
Yeah, I did. And the groom hit me.
Now, wait a minute, Rod. You mean to tell me you was kissing the bride after the wedding and the groom hit you?
That's right. This popped me one
Well,
good.
why didn't somebody say something to him? He should recognize that kissing the bride after a wedding is an old custom.
Yeah, well, he did. He recognized the old custom.
He did.
And he also recognized me as an old customer. You know something, Ray, speaking of weddings and marriage and all that, you know, marriage is just like a bunch of fruit.
A bunch of fruit.
Yeah, a boy meets a girl and he thinks she's the apple of his eye.
That's right.
In fact, he thinks she's a peach.
Yeah.
Yeah, they become a pair and just go plumb crazy.
You know, Rodney, you look mighty sleepy to me tonight, boy.
I am sleepy, Ray.
What happened?
Didn't get no sleep last night.
You did?
No, just rolled and tossed and rolled and tossed all night.
You mean you
But
just...
I come out $3 ahead this morning.
Rodney, you cut out all that foolishness now.
Ray,
Why
I'll
didn't
tell
you
you
get
the
no sleep?
honest truth, the reason I couldn't sleep because the window shades was up.
The window shades was up.
Yeah, the
Well,
window
now,
shades.
Rod, if the window shade was up, why didn't you go over and pull them down?
I couldn't reach across the street.
Boy, you know, I'll tell you something, Rod, you sure look worried to me tonight.
Look what?
Worried?
On. Well, I ain't worried.
You're not.
Ray, there ain't but two things in this world to worry about.
What's that, Rod?
Either you're sick or you're well.
Yeah.
If you're well, you ain't got nothing to worry about. If you're sick, you ain't got but two things to worry about.
Two things.
Yeah. Either you're going to get well or you're going to die. If you get well, you ain't got nothing to worry about. If you don't, you ain't got but two things to worry about.
Two more things.
Yeah, either you're going up yonder or you're going down yonder.
That's right.
If you go up yonder, you ain't got nothing to worry about.
That's right.
If you go down yonder, you're going to be too busy shaking hands with all your old good buddies and friends that you ain't going to have time to worry.
Get out of here. Well, sir, we always get a big kick out of Rod and his tall stories, and we always enjoy a song by our guests. So how about another visit from Furlan Husky? Furlan, come out here, good buddy. Why don't you do the other side of that new Capitol record for the folks? I believe it's called I'll Be Here for a Lifetime.
All right, Ray, if I live that long, I'll live. I'm gonna be here for a lifetime if I live that long, unless something causes me to die. I'm gonna be here for a lifetime if I live that long, else I'm gonna know the reason why. I'd gladly ride a stick horse plumb to old Hong Kong, 'cause baby, I just gotta get you all alone. I'm gonna be here for a lifetime if I live that long, unless something makes me change my mind. I'm gonna be here for a lifetime if I live that long, 'cause honey, you know I's the waiting kind. I'm gonna be here for a lifetime if I live that long. I wanna hear the matrimony clappers chime. There's a lot of things I'm wanting you to top of the list, but if I don't get you, I won't know what I missed. I'm gonna be here for a lifetime if I live that long, unless something makes me change my mind. Lifetime if I live that long, unless something makes me change my mind. I'm gonna be here for a lifetime if I live that long, if and someone else don't beat my time. Babe, I'm craving love and man, I want it from you, but if and I don't get you, I don't know what I'll do. I'm gonna love you for a lifetime if I live that long, unless something makes me change my mind. And nothing's gonna make me change my mind.
Right now, everybody just clear off the highway and out of the path, because here he comes a-running down the mountainside, waving his five-string banjo, Grandpa Jones.
Well, fly around my pretty little miss, fly around my daisy, fly around my pretty little miss. You almost drive me crazy. Reckon you think my pretty little miss I can't live without you, but let you know before I go, care very little about you. Fly around my pretty little miss, fly around my dandy, fly around my pretty little miss. Can't have none of my candy. That road looks so dark and cloudy. Every time I see that gal, she always tells me howdy. Coffee grows on white oak trees, river flows with brandy, rocks in the mountains covered with gold, gals all sweet and candy. Fly around my pretty little miss, fly around my daisy, fly around my pretty little miss. You almost drive me crazy. Well, I'll put my knapsack on my back, my rifle on my shoulder, march away to Mexico, and there I'll be a soldier. Fly around my pretty little miss, fly around my daisy, fly around my pretty little miss. You almost drive me crazy. Fly around my pretty little miss, fly around my daisy, fly around my pretty little miss. You almost drive me crazy.
Ray, the night is certainly full of surprises, and right now I have a surprise especially for you, because according to this scroll that I'm holding in my hand, and I'm going to give it to you in just a moment, the Cashbox magazine has named you, given you and your Cherokee Cowboys, Ray Price and the Cherokee Cowboys, this award as the most promising, up-and-coming country dance band in the National Cashbox Disc Jockey Poll for 1955. Congratulations, Ray.
Thank you. Thank you just a whole lot, Grant, and we're mighty proud to get the award. And speaking on behalf of all the Cherokee Cowboys and myself, we want to thank Cashbox Magazine and all the wonderful disc jockeys that made it possible for us to get this. We kind of hope that we can live up to what they expect of us. Right now, the Cherokee Cowboys are going to kind of move in a little closer here and help me out with one of our new songs we got out, and we hope that they'll like it on the Columbia record called I Don't Want It on My Conscience.
I could tell you that I love you and let you believe a lie, and you have the right to blame me when we have to say goodbye. So don't ask me for a promise that I know I cannot keep. I don't want it on my conscience when I lay me down to sleep. Fickle hearts may come out winter, but but the conscience has to pay. Love and lies are good for nothing but to lead a heart astray. I couldn't make believe I'm happy when I kiss and hold you tight, but I'd have it on my conscience when I lay me down at night. I confess you are a beauty, and I like your company, but I'd like to be as honest as I'd have you be with me. So why tell you that I love you when I know it would be wrong? I don't want it on my conscience after you have gone. Fickle hearts may come out winner, but the conscience has to pay. Love and lies are good for nothing but to lead a heart astray. I couldn't make believe I'm happy when I kiss and hold you tight, but I'd have it on my conscience when I lay me down at night.
Say we have a little bit more square dancing here, neighbors. All to it. Swing it, all the ladies. Swing it. Run it, baby, and even come along the right dance the ocean way, the ocean way. Drag it. Hey, take it all the way. Get up. Swing. Hey. Go.
All I can say is time just goes by too fast. We wish we could stay around here and all night and kind of pick and sing for you, but we gotta go. Next week, be on hand, though, at same place and time, because we'll come calling for you in the old buckboard. Up in the driver's seat will be the Texas troubadour himself, Ernest Tubb, and sitting right beside him will be his guest, Hawkshaw Hawkins. Till then, this is Ray Price saying thanks for everything. We'll be seeing you next Saturday night at the Grand Ole Opry.
How can you measure the enjoyment you get from your cigarette?
By the way the smoke feels and tastes. That's why so many smokers favor king-size Cavaliers. When you smoke a Cavalier, you can feel and taste the smoking enjoyment. Feel the smooth, light, easygoing quality of the smoke. Taste the rich, welcome flavor.
Yes, that's the two-way smoking pleasure you get with every puff of a king-size Cavalier. Today's the day to discover the fresh, new feeling of smoking wonderful Cavaliers. Today is the day to catch up with the thousands of smokers who found that Cavalier is the cigarette that gives you the extras.
Extra length, extra flavor, at no extra cost. Yes, you get extra value in king-size Cavaliers. Remember, there's no increase in the price of Cavaliers. Get your carton of king-size Cavalier cigarettes today.
This program was brought to you by WSM, affiliated with the National Broadcasting Company. This is Monitor, the new